Intel technology.
The Ultrabook?
It is the laptop reinvented. And this little piece of real estate that I'm standing on right here, this is called the Spotlight stage. We found some talented individuals who are very familiar with the concept of reinvention, and we gave them an Ultrabook to see what that would do to their process, to their world. And we invited them here to the Spotlight stage to share their stories with us, right? So our next speaker is very familiar with the concept of reinvention. He worked for 10 years on advancing the Pogo stick. I'm not kidding you, the Pogo stick. From a backyard toy to an extreme sport. And then we gave him one of these little Dell XPSs here and said, what can you do with it? And he's here to share his story. Please welcome Nick Adams.
Nick Ryan, but that's okay. So my name is Nick Ryan. I'm the CEO of Pogo LLC. And basically what we do at our company every day is we're trying to start a new action sport, which is a tall order, and we're doing that all around the reinvention of the Pogo stick. So basically our mission statement for our company is that we want to turn the sport of Pogo into a cultural staple and perpetuate it globally. And Intel technology is actually helping us to do that on a daily basis, which I'll talk about in a second. But first, the question is, what is Pogo? So, everybody knows what a Pogo stick is. Everybody has either had one or seen one or got one for a gift. You usually, bounce on it a few times, and then it probably goes in the garage somewhere. And so what we did 3 years ago is we founded a company to kind of bring some cohesion to what we were doing. And we work now today with athletes and talent in countries around the world. We produce a lot of content for brands and for different partners. We produce events and competitions like the X Games of Pogo, which we call Pogopalooza. We have an entire retail branch, and we have news platforms online. But the question has been for us is, how do we do the business that we need to do to grow the sport that we want to grow on a global scale? And that's where the Intel technology comes in. So before I go too much further, I want to show you a quick video we put together that kind of hints at where I'm going at. So let's cue the video. Cool, right? That thing was actually entirely edited on the beautiful Dell XPS that we have here. So basically, what we're doing is that we have this idea, and we're really trying to get it out there and make it stick. And technology for us has sort of been the necessary other piece of the puzzle to help us achieve our mission, specifically as it relates to the fact that we work on a global scale. So there's four main attributes to this Intel technology, and specifically the Ultrabooks, that we use all the time to help us do what we try to do. The first is the sleekness of the machines. So we are constantly traveling, whether we are walking around a city, or in an airport, or on the Great Wall of China, or on this overlook in front of Pittsburgh. And so we need something that's as lightweight and as portable as we are, and these get the job done, which is awesome. The next thing is convertibility. So if you played around with these things, you've seen that most of them actually turn into both a tablet and a laptop, which for us is perfect because we do so much different kind of business at any given time, whether it's being on a Skype call with a new potential investor in Australia, or getting an invoice coming in for an order that has to go out, or editing a video, approving a new set of photos for a campaign, or working with all the athletes that we connect with in all these different countries. So having a piece of technology that moves back and forth between the laptop and the PC at the same time is great, and we use that often. Also, for us, is responsiveness. So one of the challenges we face is that everything today has to move so fast, especially as you're trying to add something to the status quo and make it really stick like a new sport. We have to be responding at a moment's notice. So whether it's to our athletes or to our investors or our sponsors or our fans or audience or anybody, it may not seem like a big thing, but having a computer that turns on in a second and moves as fast as we are is absolutely essential for us to remove that communication barrier and allow us to do the work we need to do. And finally, performance is the obvious thing. Having a machine and a set of machines that allows us to really capture the visual nature of what we do in all its complexity is essential, especially when we're editing video and photo and all of our content. And all of the processing power that goes through the different types of business that we need to do, along with the battery life. So we're not office bound. We're running through the streets of London, or we're stuck in a layover during a storm, in Shanghai or whatever it is. And so we need a machine that's going to stay on while we're on, which these guys do. So the bottom line is that we have had an idea, which I think is killer, and we work on it every day, and it's immensely fun. And when you see these guys bounce, you'll agree with me. But the question, the challenge for us is how do we take this idea and bring it out of a local context? Because without the technology, all that we're doing is wherever it is. And so by using these devices, we've been able to actually connect with a global audience and do the business that we have to do in order to grow the sport. So it's kind of cool that the laptop reinvented has helped to reinvent the Pogo stick. So thank you very much.
That was great. Have you ever considered going by Adam?
Maybe now.
Okay, good. I've convinced him to reinvent himself as Nick Adams. So there you have it. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a couple minutes and we're going to set up a great demonstration by Pogo out front, right in front of the big LED wall. It's not to be missed. They are amazing. And then you guys can stick around and experience the Ultrabook a little bit more. Thank you.